everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Cardinals are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Titans, who will need to solve that secondary.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Derrick Henry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A run, it's Murray. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Play action now. Mariota. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
So out now come the Cardinals. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead the points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First down, it's Palmer. It's a room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson hitting double digits. With his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Spinning away. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the interception, here's Palmer. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Eric Decker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Mariota again. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
In his 10th year, here's Brett Kern to punt this one as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Shouting through the defense. A nice little juke. Excellent work on the run back there. 33 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, You know, he say, file it away, lad. File it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie, or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He will find the rookie from Western Kentucky, Taywan Taylor. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right near the 39. Mariota on 1st down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Nobody in front. Rashard Matthews. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They go to Johnson again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third and 2. Now Palmer. Caught left side. Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get. Completion. It's fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 10 yards still left on second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. First down, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw again. Mariota. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden Golden in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Again, it's Johnson. And some room to work. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'll throw it with Palmer. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Palmer to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. Third down here. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
on third down. Palmer. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through, and we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mariota. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. And the Titans getting set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A second down throw here for Mariota. And that is incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Mariota now. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throw right side, caught by Davis. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the D looking like they may blitz. To throw is Mariota. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the interception, here's Palmer. And Nelson's got it here right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down carry here for Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Palmer gives to Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. His throw incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mariota on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And Mariota not happy about something before the snap, so he'll call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And now here is another interception. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. Seven picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The play clock's running down. Again, they run with Ellington. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have another first down and more. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They go play action. Mariota throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Taylor. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And the lead is down to 24. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed. Right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
Check, 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 check.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On the ground, Ellington. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Ellington. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down, Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Mariota now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he Over shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On play action, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2nd down now after the sack. Now Mariota. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point try now for Succop.
That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.